Alright, hello everybody, I'm Gantor, playing Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, and I'm playing the most important part of the game. As anyone who's played D&D knows, the stats are what it's all about, right? It's not about story, it's not about plot, it's not about your character, it's about your stats. And I've been rolling for a while. I've actually this is my best roll so far, a total roll of 92, which is awfully good. Um, Basically, it gives me 4 18s and a 17, and that's almost what I want. I'm trying to get to a 93 here because I want my charisma to be 18. I'm going to use wisdom as a dump stat. I believe that's makes sense since I'm not playing a priest. I'm playing a half-elf fighter, thief, mage, or fighter, mage, thief, however they list it. And so, oh look, 89. That would be good, except I've got a 92. So I don't mind sitting here for hours on end hitting reroll. Peculiarly, I don't want to use the cheat that gives me all 18s because, well, that would be cheating. So I'm in this really stupid mindset where I do it the hard way and don't get as good results. So, yeah, think what you will of that. If you're coming to this channel thinking that I'm going to be optimal in what I do, or even rational in what I do, well, you're at the wrong channel. This is about just doing whatever entertains me. And right now, believe it or not, just hitting reroll over and over again entertains me. So let's see. We'll just do this for a little while more. And of course, the big fear when you're doing something like this is that you're going to get into the habit of just hitting the button over and over again, and then you'll miss it when you see the one you want, and you'll just go right on by it. And this doesn't have a back button, so if I do that, it's lost. So if we recall, you know what? I'm gonna store it with the. We'll store it like that, just so we know what we're shooting for. We want it to be superior to that. And I'm not terribly concerned about the extra strength, whether it's 32 or 92 or whatever. It'd be nice to have it higher, but whatever. So. See how this does. 86. You see, and I went right by it too. So maybe I'm clicking a little too fast. Another 86. 86 is a damn fine total roll. Don't get me wrong. I'm just being a little. Well, we've already covered what I'm being. Silly. Such stirring music. I wonder what the chances are of rolling a 93, because this doesn't quite give you a normal distribution. I believe it filters out anything that you don't meet the prerequisite that wouldn't let you be the characters, the classes you've specified. So, for example, they're minimum attribute values, so we can see what my minimum attributes are for this. So I have to have a minimum of 9 intelligence and a minimum of 6 constitution, minimum of 9 dexterity, and a minimum of 9 strength. So anything that doesn't meet those minimums, it just throws out without showing me. So the results I'm seeing are somewhat filtered to begin with. Now, they're not filtered very well. It would be great if I could put in my own filters on it, but no, that's just no. So, like, I believe that Paladin has the most restrictive requirements. So, if you were rolling for a Paladin, you'd be seeing higher total rolls in general than when you roll for other characters, other class types. But I don't want to play a Paladin. I don't like Paladins. Mainly because of the damn lawful good. I don't want to play lawful good. I want to play neutral evil, but this one I'm actually playing neutral because I don't know whether Baldur's Gate will penalize you for playing an evil character. I'm sure it's, you know, most of the content assumes you're good. So I think that even if it doesn't explicitly penalize me for being evil, I think that it's harder to roleplay, or harder to play the game and be in character, because they kind of expect you to do certain things out of the goodness of your heart, and you know, that just doesn't really jive with being evil. So I'm playing neutral, true neutral. And my argument there is that, you know, once the game's over, I'll turn to the dark side, and after my character's uber powerful, then he'll become neutral evil, and I'll get my cake, you know, eat my cake and have it too that way. So I think the best we've seen so far since I started this video is an 89, which is an awfully good score, but it's not what I'm shooting for. And I think that in order for me to have 5 18s and a 10, I'd have to roll 100. So, you know, having I mean, right now I could go with 4 18s and 2 10s, right? And that's an awfully good character. I want that 18 charisma. Because I was never beautiful. I just want to be... I want to be the popular guy. That's what he is. That's so sad. Playing D&D and dreaming of being the popular guy. Oh my goodness. Might as well have an L carved into my forehead. I do hope you find this entertaining. The whole rolling dice thing is the essence of D&D, isn't it? Nothing but mediocre rolls. Well, a couple of exceptional rolls, but they're not exceptional enough. And I'll just keep doing this, I won't stop this video until I get to, oh, a 91. Almost as good as what I currently have. What's his strength? So, you know, close, but not good enough. So my current roll is 92 with a 58 strength. So that's what we've got to beat. I mean, this is such abuse of the game, you know, the fact that you're allowed to just re-roll over and over again. just never get away with anything even remotely like this in a pen and paper. Goes without saying that you wouldn't be able to do that. Now, I actually haven't played the first Baldur's Gate very much. I've played a little bit into this game, but I haven't played it to completion. So it's going to be new to me. I don't know really what I should be optimizing. So hopefully, wisdom will not be an important stat for me in the game. But I don't know. It might be, in which case I'm screwing myself royally right now and taking a lot of time to do it. So I'll find out, and I mean, if I do get screwed on it, I'll keep playing. I'll try to see if I can work through it. You'd think the game would be playable with, if you had all threes, right? You would expect there to still be some way of getting through it. Maybe that's an interesting. That's actually an interesting idea, to try to play all threes. Maybe I'll do that as well. I don't know if you can. I mean, I don't think. I think you have certain minimum. Every class has minimum stat requirements, so you can't do all threes, but you could do all minimum stats. Oh, this is fun. This is fun. This is fun. Really, this is fun. Come on, 93. Now the funny thing is, in a painful sort of way, on an earlier attempt to create a character, I did see a 93, but I accidentally did click through it, which was painful to see, painful to be me. But I think everyone who's played this game has experienced that kind of thing. You get yourself into a rhythm and you go on autopilot. '89, and I clicked through the '89 too. Bad sign. Okay, 87. I stopped on it, that's the thing. I'm trying to make sure I do stop on anything that's 80 plus, I guess. make sure I don't start getting into that rut or I might miss it. Now, what I originally thought was that I was just going to do, 20 videos of me clicking the reroll button and seeing how high I can go, which is arguably a possibility, and I think it might be unique on the internet. I don't know. I haven't searched, but I'd be willing to bet that there's a 50-50 chance that it hasn't been done and posted. So there's a little bit of me that's tempted to do that, but it's sort of like the stupidest Guinness Book of World Records entry. Most useless record. Click the reroll button 1 million times on video. Episode 3, the clicking continues. Now, I don't know how long this one's been recording. I think it's been going for about 10 minutes at this point. And I want to break it up into, 30-minute segments. That was an 81, wasn't it? And I didn't stop. Okay. Oh, I'm putting myself to sleep. Good grief. Oh, a 90. Just curious. Yeah. Oh. I'm actually sitting here on my sofa with an absolutely incredible view out the windows on a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'm staring at this screen instead of looking at this view. It's sad. It's just, why am I doing this? Why? Because I said I would, that's why. 90s or above are painfully rare. Now the other thing I could do is I could just say I'm going to go with 10s in those two stats, right? And, I think I mentioned that earlier, maybe I didn't. I mean, that's a fantastic character. But he's not min-maxing, and I'm kind of in a min-maxing mood. The other thing is I can always use one of the other characters that I meet along the way to be the party face. Imowen has a 16 charisma, and you meet her right at the beginning. So, there's no reason why I have to have an 18 charisma. And it might make sense for me to make charisma the dump stat and make the wisdom be 18. But I don't think wisdom will affect me when I'm, a fighter, thief, mage. Right? I don't think wisdom will matter. I mean, it certainly shouldn't matter for what I just said. For being a fighter, thief, mage, you don't need wisdom. Now, whether the game itself, maybe there's somewhere along the line where the game does a wisdom check for some reason, and in that case, I'm screwed. This is why I was talking about maybe getting a 10 in each of those instead of trying to maximize one. I applaud you if you've watched the video up to this point. You are hardcore if you didn't fast forward. I'm ready to take a nap. Had a nice lunch, sitting here with a warm computer on my lap. Also makes me want to put me to sleep and get a little bit of a food coma here, a warmth coma. Come on. Give me that 93. And of course, I have this little fantasy that suddenly I'm going to get a triple-digit total roll. And that's followed shortly by the fantasy that, or the nightmare idea that I accidentally clicked through it. Like, come on, 103. Come on, 108. Ah. Okay, I think I'm going to put a little bit of a pause here and continue this in another episode because I want to take a little bit of a break. Thanks for watching.